I'm Lee Spencer, and I'm with Kaidon Brown, and he just won the National Midget Championship for Australia. He's competing this week in the Boxing Day Bash and also with representing Australia in the team competition. Talk a little bit about your season, Kaidon.
I'm just a young kid from Sydney, New South Wales in Australia. We've come over here to New Zealand just, I guess, for some experience. We're not expecting the best results because we know how tough it is just trying to make the features, but it's like we're over here just for some experience to race against the likes of Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson. Like, they're the best in the world, so yeah, just get them to learn a bit off them. It's
kind of amazing. You've only been doing this 2 years, and here you are.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I've got a good team behind me. Like my dad, he raced for 30-odd years, so to just pick his brain about all what he's learned over all the years, and he pushes me quite hard. And so I've been able to progress quite far, so I can't be more thankful for it.
And you said since your family or your team is actually helping set up Bell's car, you've had time to spend with Christopher Bell. What have you learned from him?
So our good family friends are Sean and Fleur Inslee and Brian from United Truck Parts. We've teamed up with them this year, so me and Christopher are working out of the same shop. So, this experience to be with him is invaluable, I keep talking to him about racing, just whatever I can get out of him to help me in my racing. He's probably the best in midgets at the moment, and he's coming up the ranks in NASCAR, so it's pretty cool to be around him.
Now, in Australia, do you have a similar situation like we do with USAC, where these guys will run sprint cars and Silver Crown cars and midgets, just whatever they can get into? Is that kind of what happens in Australia?
Not really. People normally stay in just one division. Some people run double duties, like midgets and sprint cars, but it's quite a tight budget over in Australia. We do it more as a hobby than as a lifestyle and a job. So if you have a midget, you drive midgets type thing. You don't really get to race around.
Well, you see that a lot in the States too, but there are drivers that go professional, want to make a living out of it, and that's, if that's the path that you would choose, what would be the next step for Kaidon Brown?
You can't go past driving a Keith Kunz midget. You see the likes of Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson, how they progressed through the Keith Kunz team. Now they're in NASCAR and the Xfinity Series. So, being a dream, I think it would be to run for them and try and get a couple of years under my belt, because they run 60-odd midget shows over there, and in Australia we only run 20. So naturally they're going to be better. They run more laps, so that'd be the ideal situation.
You're not planning on doing the 2019 Chili Bowl Nationals, but is that kind of like on your bucket list of races that you'd like to compete in?
Yeah, of course. I watch it all the time. I watch it every year. I always watch highlights. I've even started playing Chili Bowl and iRacing. I love it that much, but hopefully, we're obviously a small budget team, but if I can get over there in 2020, that'd probably be my plan.
Well, you're just 18. There's a lot of room to go, a lot of room to grow as well. So maybe one day we'll see you amongst the American ranks.
Thank you very much.